Hi everyone, my name is Laura and today I am excited to offer you a demonstration and some guidance through a breathing technique called ocean sounding breath. In Sanskrit, this breath is called Ujayi Pranayama. I love this technique as it's relatively it's an accessible breath. It helps me to really slow my breathing down, to bring my attention to my breath, and it also often reminds me of lots of pleasant memories that I have of being by the sea, being by the ocean. So we'll go ahead and get started. You can prepare by finding a comfortable seat. If it's more comfortable for you to be laying back, of course, that's a wonderful option as well. So just getting comfortable. If you're seated, you might have your legs crossed, or you can sit in any other way that helps you to be tall through the spine. Nice and tall here to make room for your breath to flow within the body a little more deeply. And if it's soothing for you, you might close down through your eyes. If closing the eyes is not relaxing for any reason, you might keep your eyes open, finding a focal point, an unmoving object. You might imagine that you're at the seaside and that you're looking out over thousands of miles. Not really gripping with the eyes or taking in any one visual, but rather a relaxed gaze, as if looking out over 1,000 miles, maybe as if looking out over the sea. Begin to draw your awareness inward. Shifting your focus from the world around you to the world within. Sensing the natural flow and rhythm of your breath. You might notice that simply bringing your attention to your breath is enough to call it to lengthen and deepen. You might imagine waves of water and as your breath lengthens and deepens, perhaps you imagine these waves gaining momentum, just as these waves of breath build. Breathing in a relaxed way, whatever rhythm and pace feels comfortable, feels right for you. Waves of breath rolling in with every inhale and pouring out with every exhalation. The breath nourishing you just like water, sustaining you, and even promoting a cleansing effect. Just like water, this breath supporting you in cleansing away any stress, tension, any residue of the day so far that you wish to release. And as you find this deepened breath, perhaps even practicing Dirgha Pranayama, a full yogic abdominal breath, begin to find your inhales through your nose while breathing out of your mouth. In through the nose, out of the mouth. And on your next exhale, imagine that just in front of you, you have a mirror that you're trying to fog on the exhale. Trying that again. Good, keep going. And start to sense with that ha sound an activation, an engagement of your throat muscles. It might feel like the muscles at the front of the throat are hugging toward the back of the throat. Or maybe like you're at the top of a swallow, maybe not yet, but you can keep that in the back of your awareness. Okay, so now if it's feeling pretty natural to you to engage your throat in that way, you might continue breathing in through your nose and then close your mouth. Imagine a mirror just behind your lips now. So lips are closed. Imagine you're trying to fog a mirror at the back of your lips there, or your teeth. Deep breath in. So you're still imagining that mirror in front of you, but now you've placed it behind the teeth or the lips. Sensing now that top of a swallow sort of feeling in the throat. Now if you have the knack of this, you could also place in your mind an imaginary mirror at the back of your throat. So on your inhale, imagine that on the inhale you're fogging a mirror at the back of the throat. On the exhale, it's at the back of the teeth. Inhaling to fog the back of the throat. Exhaling to fog the back of the teeth. Keeping the muscles of the face relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Slow, steady breaths. And maybe you hear in your breath, in your breathing, the sound of the ocean. A little trick that you can use to support yourself in hearing that sound. Maybe you cover your ears, like you have seashells in either hand and you're holding them over your ears. a rhythmic, soothing ocean sound. You can relax your hands down as you're ready. Continuing to explore Ujayi Pranayama. You might even liken this sound to a little baby in deep, deep sleep, snoring softly, invoking that imagery perhaps, and that felt sense of relaxation as you breathe in this way. Three more rounds. Two more, your own pace. Feeling as your breath softens back into its natural rhythm. Keeping the eyes closed or maintaining your relaxed 1,000-mile gaze as you allow yourself to simmer in the effect of that practice, of that pranayama technique, that breathing exercise to support you in promoting the free flow of your vital life force energy within the undercurrent. Noticing any shifts in your state of being as your breath settles and as you start to sense, tune into the space around your body. Awareness welcoming in the space around you. And if your eyes are closed, you can start to slowly flutter them open. Just continuing to really honor the meditative state that you've come home to through that practice. And I want to thank you so much for sharing in this experience with me today. Do please let me know if you have any questions about that breathing technique. You can post them in the comments, and I would love to hear from you and to get back to you, to be in touch. If you are not familiar with Dirgha Pranayama, that's a breathing technique that I mentioned, the deepened breath, full yogic breath, abdominal breathing, then I do have another video that demos that technique as well. So I'll put a link to that in the comments. And I would love to know if you are part of the Embodied Wisdom 200-hour online yoga teacher training and you're practicing with me today, please let me know with a comment. I'd love to know if you are here in the ethers with me on YouTube. And if you are just hearing about that training for the very first time, you can be sure to find a link below to that as well. Yes. So thank you again so much for being here, and I'm so excited to see you in the next video. Namaste.